Looks like we're ready to go. So good luck, everyone. So yeah, hey Super Shady, where are you from? Are you from the Catan community on Discord or the Colonist Discord, or you just found me randomly on Twitch? Don't think I've run into you before. It seems like the first time that kind of your name has popped up in my chat here. So yeah, thanks for hanging out and saying hello. Yeah, that 4-8-10 to me is kind of like an obvious first spot. I mean, there's probably like, a case to be made to kind of go for like a 5-9-10 or, maybe trying to dominate kind of the ore. But I mean, I like the idea of just having ore we cheap and, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for you. Yeah, I'm terrible at two-player. I am a horrible two-player player. I think I played like, I want to say like 2 or 3 like 1 versus 1 kind of matches. Just because I've never like, okay, so I'll preface this by saying at some point several months ago when my wife sort of saw me playing Catan on colonist.io, she was like, oh, that looks interesting. What's going on there? And I was like, oh, this looks interesting to you, right? So basically, I purchased a Catan game because I didn't own like the game, and you can see it there. And I was like, okay, I'll teach you, right? So that's the only sort of experience I've had playing a two-player game, and we sort of had a few house rules where you start with 3 settlements instead of 2 so that the game kind of progresses a little bit faster. And yeah, we were playing, I think, kind of forgetting now. I can't remember if we were playing until like we were sort of, okay, you start with 3 settlements, but we're playing until 13, I think is what we were doing. Victory points for the win. But yeah, so, and again, like I didn't really kind of, how do I put this? Analyze and study and kind of, give much thought to how to play like a two-player two-player game. Yeah, I mean, she's not really that keen on Catan. Like she was interested in it because I was playing, and so I taught her the game, and we played a few games. But like with my wife, there are a few games that I think she kind of prefers over Catan. So like an example, like we really enjoy kind of these guys. So like escape game rooms. She does enjoy kind of the more cooperative stuff in that sense, or games where like the conflict is sort of minimal. So Wingspan is another example of a game like that that she really enjoys. And of course, with Wingspan, like the artwork and all of that stuff, like just, she likes animals and birds and, so it is a pretty attractive game, let's put it that way. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm doing here. I mean, the 3-9-11 doesn't look like the worst option for us, where I try to kind of build out. I mean, maybe I go for the 6-2 and then I have a 3-1 port in my hand, which could be useful. I mean, if I'm doing the 6-2, I may as well do the 6-3 actually, right? That sort of makes sense. So I do 6-3 and I build up. Or do I do 6-3 and build down? Yeah, I'm kind of liking the 6-3 idea here. Now maybe we build inward. We'll go 6-3 and build inward. I mean, if I can get this trade, I would love it, but I don't think anybody would be interested. Yeah, so just to continue on with my little kind of tangent there about two-player games. So when I kind of first joined the Discord, I can't remember who I played with, but I played a couple of like 1 versus 1 games at one point, and was like terrible. Like got crushed. My soul was crushed very quickly, and yeah, I mean, it was interesting and I enjoyed playing the game, but obviously, you know, for people that play like one versus one Catan, you know, they kind of know what they're doing. They have, you know, they have a strategy and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I think we have to go after. I mean, the problem is red doesn't have any cards. So do I go after blue or do I go after yellow? I mean, I'll go after yellow. Could take a development card. I mean, I could try this trade. Wouldn't mind getting the trade like this down. But yeah, if nobody's gonna do it, yeah, if nobody does it, I mean, I think I'm gonna have to like make the play here for army this game. So we may as well get started. Yeah. So yeah, just I don't think that like so for somebody who plays a lot of one versus one, I think that I'm like, you know, like I'm easy pickings. So yeah, I'll potentially kind of look into playing some one versus one at some point, but I think at this stage I'm gonna kind of focus on, you know, 4-player games. I wouldn't mind playing the Seafarers again. I did play that once, sort of on stream, and you know, kind of reintroduce myself to Seafarers because I haven't had that much experience with that. Much more experienced with the Cities and Knights expansion, which I think is fantastic. And yeah, kind of focus on the 4-player game and playing the tournaments and that sort of thing. And maybe get into the one versus one at some point later. But yeah, at this stage, I'm gonna try to avoid that if I can. It killed my soul. Yeah, just thinking out loud here, I'm trying to figure out if it makes more sense for me to kind of build a road and kind of go for the, oh, I missed my roll. I didn't hear the, maybe I'll just put the volume up a tiny touch. I feel like I'm sort of not hearing what's going on. Yeah, I'm not playing with an earpiece this time, so normally I have like the game sounds kind of in my ear. Yeah, I surprisingly have no wheat. I'm not sure what to say about that. But yeah, I would love to be able to build a city. Obviously, that would be amazing. Blue might go for the 5 ore, might go for the 10 ore. So we'd like to see that. But yeah, I would assume that at this stage, you know, going after the red player is kind of the move. Yeah, we'll just kind of keep going here. So yeah, for now on stream, for those that are watching live, just joining us, hanging out with us, this is our 3rd game. You can see the scorecard up there. We're 1 for 2. We won our previous game. We lost the first game. And I believe I played like 1 or 2 more games like right before I started streaming, or you know, like in the hours kind of before I started streaming, because I was sort of running a couple of tests with kind of recording it and testing sort of audio levels with the introduction of music into the stream and all of that sort of stuff. So yeah, I hope you know, I hope you're happy with the music. I hope it's not too loud, not too soft. Yeah, hey Harris. Yeah, I'll probably play another one. I was just saying, I think right before I started, that I might take like just a quick break, just because this is like 3 games in a row, and you know, might have to just kind of jump into the little boys' room there for a second, and you know, that sort of thing. But yeah, no music for you. Okay, let me just check something out here then. Do I do 3 for 1 ore? I mean, I would hate doing that. That just seems crazy. I think we keep going. Let me check something here. Maybe the player stopped playing. Do I have it like as a... Seems like the music is playing. I might just turn the volume up then. Yeah, there should be some music there. No more new mistakes. Okay, yeah, Shady. It could have been like these tracks that I have. It's sort of like this, copyright-free, lo-fi beats, whatever. Some. I just thought it would be nice just to have like, instead of complete silence, if I take a second and don't speak and whatnot. Okay, so I think at this stage, I have to put a road down. Maybe I go for the extra wheat. Maybe we go. Okay, I'll try to do this trade. I don't know that we're gonna get it, but I'd like to try anyway. All right, we'll just do this. Kind of utilize the 3-1 ports. I'll go here. Yeah, just not happy with the fact that we've sort of like I was sort of hoping I would be able to get a city. There we go. Finally, some wheat. I was hoping I'd be able to get a city up. Honestly, I do like the fact that we've been able to hold on to this knight for a little while as well. Actually, just because, eventually like we'll be able to play a bit of defense, and that's really good for us. But yeah, Harris, sorry, I was just gonna say I'm not 100% sure that you were there at the end of kind of that game that we just played, and if you caught what I was sort of saying about, like being mindful about making trades with someone who, like in my case, I had 9 points. Like you had to be very, very cautious of, like, why is this guy wanting to trade with me, right? Like, the help that I gave you on that turn was like much kind of less significant than what sort of those cards meant for me. Obviously depending on what I may or may not be able to do, but I hope that makes sense. But yeah, you have to be super careful. And to be fair, like I'll take at least 50% of the blame there. Like as a courtesy thing, I should not have like even given you the option of traded there with me. So yeah, I like this. I'm gonna be able to put a city down. Oh. And I take a development card. I think that, I think we'll hold on to the knights. I think there's no like rush on my end to play them. Just having like 2 knights to defend myself. And I have no cards here, but like I assume the 10 ore is going to be targeted, things like that. So once that starts happening, the fact that I can kind of kick the knight away. Oh, still the 5. Interesting. Happy to see that, of course. Yeah, that 12 seems to have been pretty strong this game, which is funny. I think in the game, I don't know if any of you caught it, but like when I played the Seafarers game, it was like the 12 somehow was like the magical number that game. It just came so many times, and somebody ended up having like a city and like a settlement there. So it was like, and in the Seafarers game, like the wool is really important, so it was like producing like so much wool. It was hilarious. Yeah, I have to just keep going here, and after red, yeah, and again, no point playing the knights. So yeah, we're totally happy, and that's a really good block as well. Like cutting them off from their wheat supply. Although in this case, like red is I don't need clay. Like if I could get lumber for it. What? Oh, okay. I was like, he's offering what, a road for wheat? Yeah, I was ready to jump on it, but that was the counter offer from. But yeah, I just can't do it. Okay, so blue may go after us now. Yeah, keeping pressure on that 5. Amazing. Yeah, really interesting. I'm obviously not going to complain when the robber is put on a hex that doesn't sort of that doesn't belong to us, but I am kind of surprised that it's not like this kind of targeted sort of strike on red and myself here at this stage. But okay, so lumber has come out. Maybe now, depending on what we roll, we will use one of our knights to target the red player. I mean, the thing about red, right, like they're really only producing like 3 resources. They have no access to wool, they have no access to clay. So, you know, getting ore, wheat, or lumber from them is kind of the guarantee. But they just rolled the 2 kind of lumber cards there. So, okay, he's going 2 for 1. So now he has clay as well. All right, we'll roll first. I mean, that's sort of an obvious choice now. The question is, yeah, I mean, we'll still go here. We'll go red. So taking ore isn't bad. I'm sort of questioning now. So they're going to have clay and lumber in their hand. Like, do I go after them again? Yeah, I mean, I'll allow it. Like, we'll just keep going. Like, 1 clay or lumber doesn't help me now, and having the 2 knights in my hand is kind of feeling nice here, so. But yeah, I just a little sort of aside here that the red player is on the lumber port, so, you know, that 9 and 10 for them are pretty strong. But I do like, you know, I do like the option of sort of hitting. Maybe I should start going for the 10 then, actually. Maybe the 10 is the spot to go for rather than the wheat, because the wheat's sort of less helpful to them now. So we'll make that adjustment sort of moving forward, I think, because that also kind of hurts blue and... Okay. Yeah, I don't mind losing the one wheat there. I assume that red is going to be able to put down 1 road, like that's what they're going for here. But we'll see what else they roll, and then based on that we can... Yeah, so they do get more lumber, so that's good for us. Like, I'm going to obviously... so he's going to build 1 road, probably to the 9-12 here. Kind of the only spot that makes sense for him. Oh, he has 2 roads. Ooh. Yeah, so I mean, you know, in this instance, like we're gonna go here, we're gonna target red. I think we get lumber, which is nice. Now we roll. Okay, so who might have wool here? I mean, if we don't, like, blue is the most likely player to have wool, but I mean, in this instance, I think I have to go after yellow. So, like, we'll go here, go after yellow. Nice. Very nice. That worked out quite well for us. So yeah, again, having that knight, right, being able to play some defense here, you know, kind of, you know, getting the good target there off of try very nice games. Yes. My wife. Yeah, when I lose, by the way, it's nice try games. So that's just another little funny one. But yeah, try very nice games. I like it. We'll sort of coin that phrase here. Yeah, so again, you know, keeping those knights, right? Now that's kind of showing the let's call it the fruits of our labor here. So yeah, we're gonna move this over, and let's just go over here yet again. I will hit the red player, because why not? And keep on going. Okay, so we do have a 3-1 port. I mean, taking a development card seems like a very reasonable idea here. I'm just trying to think if there's sort of anything else, but yeah, like let's just do this. I mean, I think this is the, you know, this is kind of the key to us being able to potentially kind of, you know, play a bit more defense and taking army, like just guaranteeing that we're ahead in army. Maybe we get some more kind of useful cards out of the dev card deck moving forward. You know, that timely year of plenty, maybe we're able to kind of road settle, right? That kind of thing. That's sort of what, or I mean, I guess in this instance, I would probably road settle and double up on the 8. But yeah, I mean, we're going to definitely have to, you know, moving forward from now, just kind of aggressively go for development cards. So with a 3-1 port, the OR port, you know, I think it's achievable for us to basically win just by aggressively going after development cards here. It could be the case that we end up winning with, like, you know, army for 2, like 3 cities gets us to 8, and then 2 victory points, or like 1 victory point and a settlement, something like that. I mean, I think those are sort of the setups that we're looking at as far as like moving forward here. Yeah, I mean, those 8s are tremendous. So, wow. Blue has 12 cards. I just noticed that. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. But yeah, I mean, I'm not interested in trading my ore away here for stuff that I should probably, like, I know there's this whole emote thing, and I'll have a look at it. I do feel like it's kind of fun to eventually like create your own kind of custom, you know, emotes and whatnot, but like I should look at maybe doing like a funny Borat thing, like now this try very nice games, and like you know, my wife, I like my wife, hello gypsy, you know, I like Borat. He's one of the best characters ever created, pretty much. So yeah, we can do like a funny Borat emote for the channel. All right, so I mean, again, I mean, I can take another development card, and maybe that's what we do here. I just feel like we're sort of, like, I do have this desire to maybe go after red. But then yeah, maybe we take another dev card. Like, I'll be patient. I'll be sort of super strategic about this. Like, I think we'll eventually be able to, yeah, I mean, do I do it now? No, let's hold on. Again, I'm okay with like the situation as it is. Wow, blue has 15 cards. Wait, what's going on? Are they what? How did they not play on anything in their last turn? Hey German. Nice of you to join us. Good to see you again. Yeah, this game is looking pretty strong for me, I think. I mean, I'd like to believe that we've sort of, you know, by kind of aggressively going after the dev cards and controlling the robber and whatnot, like we've really set ourselves up here for a good game. But yeah, how are you doing? What time is it in Germany? Is it like, yeah, it should be like late afternoon or early evening kind of thing? Okay. 7:30 p.m. Cool. 8:30. Decide, man. Yeah, I think this is the first time I've played with, I want to say it's, so I know like there's a Hebrew name, like it's kind of Abigail, but it sort of feels like the way they've spelled it is like more of like the Hebrew version of Abigail. So yeah, we'll roll the dice. I think we go after red here. Like, I think it's worth now kind of doing this. Um, yeah, I mean, that's not a terrible card for me. I'm just sort of thinking. I mean, again, I feel like I need to take development cards. Like, I could put a road down, but I feel like from a resource sort of efficiency perspective, like this is the better kind of option. Because we should eventually like produce that one clay, right? Like that should happen. There we go. And that's what I'm saying. Like I don't want to waste resources on, I don't want to waste 2 ore for 1 clay when we're on a 6 clay. That seems kind of insane. Sorry, itchy nose. I think what's itchy nose? Doesn't that like signify something? Like you're, gonna win the lottery or something silly like that. There's like an old wives' tale about like itchy nose. Hardcore gang robbed every day. So stealing our stuff, eh? That's not cool. That's not cool, Orange. But yeah, again, having those robbers kind of, kind of in the shadows, right? Waiting to go, waiting to pounce. Good stuff. Yeah, so I'm going after red here for sure. I mean, I think red is like the kind of most dangerous competitor here. Yeah. Do my opponents know I'm streaming? I mean, I would like to believe that at this stage within the community, like, people know sort of that I am a streamer, like at the very least, right? So whether they know that like I'm specifically streaming like this game right now on stream, I couldn't say. Yeah, this is a question. I mean, maybe I build another city. Like since I can build a city, maybe I build a city. Or do I take devs? God, I mean, we've only gotten robbers so far, so maybe I take devs. I mean, we're at 6. I mean, how much does this city actually help me? Okay, that helps. So we have 5 cards. Do I take another dev? 1 more? Yeah? Okay, let's do 1 more. Nice. I really like that. That's really good. So yeah, now we go for cities. Now if we can build a city, we build a city. We'll build the city on rock and roll, on rock and wheat. But yeah, 2 victory points out of the deck is really, really strong for us. So yeah, we really like that as well. That sort of takes the road away from red. I mean, he's definitely going to go after us. Like we're the only one. We're the only one with cards. That's funny. So yeah, yellow has 0 cards. Red has 0 cards. We had 1 card. So. Yes, so I do post in the Discord channel. There's like I think in the whatchamacallit, the Catan community one, there's like what do they call it there? The partners is where I've been posting it. And then in the colonist.io Discord, I post it as, so I have like they've allowed me, they've given me the sort of the, I guess, privilege or role or however they call it on Discord as like a streamer, and I post it there. But not every time, to be honest. Like I've I don't post 100% of the time when I go on stream, but today I did post on both, and sometimes I post it on Twitter, sometimes I don't. I don't like spamming, honestly. Like that's just my kind of personality, just sort of how I treat it, I guess, if that makes sense. But yeah. I really hope he doesn't have a knight and doesn't roll a 7. Yeah, I mean, he would have moved it if he had a knight, so that's good news. So it looks like we're going to be able to put a city down this turn. That takes us to 9 and gets us really, really close here. So I think what I was sort of saying before, you know, that way, you know, the path to 10 points for us is sort of riddled with riddled with cities and army. Yeah, so with this one, I mean, it's blue or red. I mean, I think we still go after. I mean, maybe we can get wool, right? I mean, I still think I have to go after red. So yeah, we're just gonna drop a city. Red is the only danger. I agree, German. Red seems to me like the one that, like if anybody is gonna somehow beat us here, red is gonna, you know, get the road and be able to kind of settle and city up and all that sort of stuff. So, but yeah, we're very, very close now. Big or mono, yeah, definitely a possibility. I mean, again, I think, you know, I think there is a path here for us to kind of, like, if we're not going to get the city, maybe putting down the road also makes sense. Just because it sort of gives us like 2 ways to win, and maybe getting the settlement down proves to be easier than getting the resources, kind of pulling the resources for a city. But again, I mean, I don't mind continuing to go for development cards. I mean, I don't think it's out of line to, you know, hope for another victory point, but also, you know, to be able to continue to defend ourselves here might also be fruitful. Yeah, so with this, maybe I do the road. Maybe I do a dev. Because, I mean, the dev, like, if we get, yeah, maybe we do a dev. The only thing I don't want is a road build, and I know that red played one of the road builds, so we'll do this. And yeah, I don't mind a knight. Again, I think we're gonna have to defend ourselves here quite a bit, so I'm just noticing, you know, other people kind of taking development cards and, you know, robbers and things like that, so. I mean, I'm obviously fully aware that people are going to attack me and rob me and all that stuff. So, you know, in that regard, kind of ensuring that we're able to play some defense here is quite useful. We've obviously put the army out of reach here, so, you know. Yeah, continue to hit red. Yeah, so maybe now we put the road down. I think that's kind of the only thing I can do. Yeah, so now we have, like I said, we have sort of 2 options. Maybe we can get a city, maybe we get a settlement and it's over. So, yeah, we'll sort of have to wait and see how this sort of plays out, but, you know, a timely roll of a 10, for example, like that gives us 1.5, 1.5 cards basically towards a settlement, or kind of completes what we need for the city here. So, yeah, and again, I mean, even the wool, right? 3 for 1 port. We, you know, now we have basically an 8 wins the game, a 10 wins the game, a 3 wins the game, a 6 wins the game. Another 4 does not win the game. But yeah, again, I assume, like, you know, red is gonna rob us. Okay, that might give us the win here. Obviously, if we don't roll a 7, we win. I'm just trying to calculate whether we win even if we roll a 7. But I mean, if we roll a 7, we probably rob red and get one of the resources we need. So maybe we can do it even if we roll a 7, but... Okay, yeah, we win. Yeah, so GG. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, lumber, wheat. And yeah, settle and done. Nice. Really, really nice win. Very, very clean win. You know, one of those games where I think, like, from the outset, like, I think that decision to go for a 3-1 port with something like this proved to be kind of useful. Even though I didn't build out of that at all, just having that 3-1 port, like, seemed to be really, really strong, and the dev card kind of scenario really, you know, proved to be kind of a dominating way. So, I mean, hey, look at this, guys. I think this is, like, statistically speaking, 66% win rate. I mean, this is the best stream ever.